Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. If stories about love, betrayal, and painful truths pull you in, tap that subscribe button and become part of our storytelling family. Now, let me tell you how everything fell apart. I destroyed a 10-year marriage in less time than it takes to brew a cup of coffee. 10 minutes. One impulsive choice. That was all it took for the life I built with the man I promised forever to start collapsing right in front of me. The worst part? I watched it happen, fully aware, like I was standing outside myself, seeing the spark catch fire and choosing not to stop it. Ethan and I weren't flawless. No relationship ever is. But we had our routines, our balance, our unspoken language. Quiet mornings with coffee before the kids woke up. Tuesday takeout nights. Those subtle looks we shared across the room when one of our children said something clever or ridiculous. It was an ordinary life, the kind you don't appreciate until it's gone. I used to be thankful for it, until I stopped being. It began with something harmless enough. A work conference in Chicago. 3 days away. I even packed Ethan's favorite pajamas because they smelled like home. I felt guilty leaving him to manage our 2 kids alone, but underneath that guilt was another feeling: relief. Freedom. Space to breathe. The hotel was upscale, all polished marble and soft lighting, with complimentary wine flowing in the lobby. I hadn't felt that version of myself in years. My boss, Lauren, convinced me to attend the welcome mixer. That's where I met James. He wasn't like Ethan at all. He was confident, magnetic, with an easy smile that made me forget about the life waiting back home: stretch marks, carpool lines, and a minivan. He listened. Really listened. We talked about books, travel, music. He laughed at things Ethan used to laugh at before life got heavy. When the event ended, he walked me to the elevator. As the doors opened, his fingers brushed mine. I didn't step back. That night, I lay awake staring at the ceiling. Nothing physical had happened, not even a hug, but something inside me had shifted, and I knew it. The next day we kept crossing paths. Same sessions. Seats beside each other. Shared notes. Lunch together. I knew I should create distance, but I didn't want to. That truth still makes me uncomfortable to admit. That evening we went to dinner, just us. He talked about his divorce. About how his wife stopped seeing him, stopped wanting him. About how invisible he felt. I should have said, "I'm married. I have a family." Instead I said, "I understand." In the elevator again he kissed me. It wasn't dramatic or passionate. It was gentle, slow, almost familiar, and that terrified me. I didn't stop him. I kissed him back. I wish I could say that's where it ended. That I thought about Ethan or our kids or the vows I once meant with my whole heart. But I didn't. We went to his room. 10 minutes. That's all it took to erase 10 years of loyalty, patience, forgiveness, late-night talks, and ordinary love. 10 minutes. When I returned home, nothing felt the same. Ethan welcomed me with a tired smile and kissed my cheek. I nearly broke down, not immediately from guilt, but from the crushing realization of what I'd destroyed. For 2 weeks, I pretended it never happened. I cooked his favorite meals, initiated intimacy, volunteered for bedtime duty. I tried to drown my shame in effort. Ethan noticed. He asked if I was okay. I told him I was fine. I wasn't. Guilt doesn't crash into you all at once. It seeps in slowly. When your child hands you a drawing of your family. When your husband absent-mindedly rubs your back on the couch. When he tells you he's proud of you. Then one night Ethan saw a message. I'd been careless. James texted me, nothing graphic but enough. I've been thinking about you. I can't forget last time. Ethan didn't raise his voice. He didn't cry. He simply handed me my phone and asked, "Can you explain this?" And everything unraveled. I told him everything. No excuses. No blame. No minimizing. I owed him honesty even if it destroyed us. He listened quietly. His hands shook slightly. His jaw clenched so tight I could hear it. When I finished, he asked one question. "Do you love him?" I didn't. But I hesitated. That pause shattered something in him. He stood up, walked into our bedroom, and closed the door. I slept on the couch. The next morning his bag was packed. He said he needed space. Said he didn't know if he could ever see me the same way again. The kids asked why their dad was staying at grandma's. I told them he needed a short break. A week later he filed for separation. I begged. I cried. I wrote letters. We tried counseling. We tried dinner dates. But every attempt circled back to the same question. What? And I never had a clear answer. Why did I gamble everything for someone I didn't love? Why did I sacrifice a life we built for 10 reckless minutes? Sometimes I think I just wanted to feel alive again. Sometimes I think I was selfish. And sometimes I think I'll never fully understand myself. It's been 7 months. The divorce isn't final yet. Ethan sees the kids on weekends. He's polite, distant. I still live in the same house, but it no longer feels like home. The silence echoes. The coffee tastes wrong. People say one moment doesn't define you. But this one did. Because in 10 minutes, I became the villain in my own story, and I don't know if I'll ever forgive myself. Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers.